the Brown boys. The Brown boys. The Brown boys. We the Brown boys. The Brown boys. We the Brown boys. MJ has this mystique that you just get him there, he's going to win. LeBron has it to where the media throughout the years said he doesn't have enough help. You know, even though the type of players that he played with, respectfully, when they were running their own teams, because most people he played with ran their own team, they were pretty damn good. So I don't know, but let's keep going. Yeah, Shane Battier is intelligent, but when you talk about skill level, most of these people don't know about the game. You have to think and understand the knowledge of the game. They don't understand that, but they just see athleticism, and that's all they saw. And LeBron was definitely athletic, but where do you think he came out of high school? So he had to learn to play from somebody. I don't even know why that's an insult. When you jump from high school to college, jump college, and you skip college and go straight to the pros, you only know a high school style of game. And so to try to make LeBron this out-of-the-womb basketball savant is a storyline. It's stupid. LeBron James was a high school player playing high school athletic style basketball. He had to go and learn. The coaches, the NBA coaches, don't have time to teach you individually NBA basketball. So you have to learn from teammates. You have to learn from other players. Was he physically ready to play? Yeah. But you don't know where the double teams are coming from. It's new to you. You've never seen it before. So it's okay to say that you learned from somebody, but not when you build somebody up with this commercialized mystique about him that he's chosen somehow. And that, I guess he's chosen. But that doesn't mean the chosen one is still not going to learn an NBA style of game. It's new for him.
Man, I almost caught a heart attack. I cannot believe I am so proud of you right now. I thought you were going to disagree. This touches my heart, Chad. I didn't believe you were capable of such a thing. Come on. With LeBron, we are marching lots. It's supposed to be a debate show. But damn it, ain't no debate here. No. Because you're 1,000% correct. What the hell is wrong with you, LeBron?
Now, that's always hilarious because Stephen A. couldn't believe Shannon went against him. But it's obvious, why he made that decision. And recently, D. Wade was talking about, he was asked a question about, LeBron by Zach Lowe. And he was talking about the 2011 NBA Finals. And now that's one, if you weren't around, you don't remember it. D. Wade was averaging, I think, around 27 a game. And had they won that series, D. Wade would have had a finals MVP over LeBron that time. And LeBron would have been, obviously very secondary because I think he only averaged like 17 points per game. He just did not play well at all. And, Zach Lowe and D. Wade kind of went into detail about how LeBron froze up that series and what D. Wade tried to do to have him snap out of it.
2011. Sorry. But I'm the steward of basketball fans in this position. I have to ask you this. LeBron is clearly having some sort of mental meltdown. His mind is confidence, whatever it is, something is wrong with LeBron. You see this. He's not aggressive. He's passing up shots. He's not driving. It's not LeBron. Yeah. We all know LeBron. That's not LeBron. Was there a conversation you had with him during the finals trying to get to the root of it? What's happening? We need you to snap out of it? Or did you just say, I can't get in, this is his thing to sort out? Or did you just think it'll sort itself out? How do you handle something like that in that moment?
Well, in the moment, I think and I've said it before, I was on Bron. It's my job. That's our relationship is to.
Wait a minute. He started off saying, I was on Bron. That's our relationship. That's our job. So when you say something like that, it sounds like D. Wade's assignment was to teach LeBron James the game. I was on Bron. You say that? Is it like a lesser player, a rookie, a younger player? Listen to the verbiage.
I was on Bron. That's my job. That's our relationship is two of the best players in the game is to make sure that we're pulling it out of each other. And going into the Dallas series, I felt we had two mismatches. I felt that no one can guard me and no one can guard him. And so I'm like, it may be a better team overall, possibly, but we got the two best players. Even though Dirk is one of the greatest players ever, I thought in that series that we possibly could have the two best players from a mismatch standpoint. And so when I didn't see him performing at the level that I know that I've watched this person perform at since I've seen him play on ESPN in high school, I was like, hey, wait, what's going on? You know what I mean? And I don't know if I approached it the right way at all, but I was on Brian. Like, I'm just trying to get him to get back in his game, to wake up. Because sometimes it does. One thing can happen, whether it's in your personal life, whether it's in the game.
That man said he was on Bron twice. I wonder if anybody could say they was on Michael Jordan. Like, they was on him to do better. I don't think MJ or Kobe ever needed that. MJ or Kobe was always on somebody else to do better. But Dwayne Wade is speaking, and I'm pretty sure fans now are going to say, F Dwayne Wade, he jealous, he's a hater, he's a B, he don't know basketball. This is arguably the best two guard to ever play the game, is saying that he was on LeBron, like riding him, showing him the ropes, teaching him, trying to egg him on to get better. LeBron was already a vet. He's already spent 7-8 years in the league. Nobody can be on a 7-8 year vet in the league. They're both I think they came in at the same time. So no one should be over the other one. And the way that he's talking, he's definitely the bigger dog in the yard. He's on LeBron.
And it can just knock your flow and your rhythm off. You know what I mean? And sometimes you need something to happen to go well for you. You need someone to say something. You need someone to believe in you, someone to get on your ass, whatever it is. And I tried the approach. We're best of friends.
Someone to get on your ass, whatever it is. LeBron James, the GOAT, Dwayne Wade said he needed to get on his ass in order for him to rise to the occasion, I guess.
Flow and your rhythm off. You know what I mean? And sometimes you need something to happen to go well for you. You need someone to say something. You need someone to believe in you, someone to get on your ass, whatever it is. And I tried the approach. We're best of friends. And so we spend a lot of time together. And so I wanted to get to the root of it because, bro, this is why we got together, to do this. And so he couldn't get out of it. I don't know, what it was. He struggled a little bit. And I go back and I look, and I felt like in that series, I probably, because of the mismatch situation, I had the best series, and I had a chance to actually win Finals MVP if we won a championship. Like, I had a really good series. And I look back at myself and I'm like, man, this is why he came here. As you as a leader, it's your job to help lead him. And I feel like I failed my leadership responsibilities in that. And so I don't know.
So it was Dwayne Wade's job to lead LeBron to victory, not the other way around. And when they lost, Dwayne Wade said he feels like he failed him, took responsibility. That gotta hurt LeBron James fan. See, this doesn't hurt my feelings because we already knew this. Southern Child member for 7 months. Oh dang! Talk about shut up, Lord. Y'all beefing. See, we already knew this stuff. Yeah, most NBA players already knew why LeBron got with Dwayne Wade and why LeBron got with that Heat culture, because they were disciplined. Anytime you went down to Miami, you running into Udonis, you running into Dwayne Wade, all of the Alonzo Mourning, all of the guys that was there, they were in shape, hard-nosed, rugged guys at their position. Dwayne Wade was a hard-nosed, coming at you, going downhill every play. That culture was trap the pick and roll. We coming over the block shots. I mean, they play the same way. Even though basketball evolved and changed, Miami still got that old school worker mentality, grit. And so we all knew that Dwayne was trying to teach LeBron that. But I didn't know to this extent. Listening to Dwayne talk, this was almost like a little brother mentorship. Like, it's almost like they brought LeBron there to get mentored by Dwayne Wade. And LeBron doesn't want to come to terms with that, but that's what it sounds like to me when a man takes responsibility for letting a teammate down that he said was his friend, and say that he came there for that. And he said he felt like he let him down. yeah, this was definitely like a big brother, little brother mentorship.
And I look back at myself and I'm like, man, this is why he came here as you as a leader. It's your job to help lead him. And I feel like I failed my leadership responsibilities in that. And so I don't know if I approached it the right way at all. I just know that, we didn't get the LeBron that we got the next 3 years.
Now, D-Wade, he gave, how he got on LeBron. He was getting on him, trying to get him to snap out of it because he's like, look, we can win this series. We're the two best players on the court. He felt like even with Dirk out there, we were the two best players on the court and we can dominate this series. And D-Wade was getting busy. LeBron just never got it together for whatever reason. Like he kind of looked like a shell of himself. I wouldn't even call it a Pippen type situation because other than the series where Pippen was injured, in the finals, he always looked better. Like he always took on, he had more of an impact. LeBron had no impact in that season, in that series, like really no impact. He struggled mightily. And so it was ironic to then see Rich Paul then come up on his podcast and talk about.
No, I knew Rich Paul was going to talk about it. Hey, shout out to NBA Center. I knew Rich Paul was going to talk about it. But he couldn't even get the words out. Cino be on Rich Paul head, boy. But I just don't think Rich Paul was the right one to talk about this. He made it worse. Watch this.
About what he talked about as it relates to that 2011 NBA Finals.
That's a good question. I remember it vividly. I think it was just one of those things where, obviously, we all know who the media scapegoat was. That's clear. But no, I just think it was one of those things where that was the first season. They didn't get off to a great start that year. They were like 500 after, I think, like 33 games or 35 games, close to 500. Then they had a hell of a run.
Sure did.
And I think that, sometimes you kind of shoot your wad a little bit because the first round they rode, the second round they rode.
Dean wants me to pause you. I could hear him snickering.
No, man. Like
I'm going to have to pause you, Rich.
Okay, fine. But sometimes, you run out.
Yeah.
You just do. And I think they had great series. And then they got to the finals and they actually had a game that they probably should have won.
I think LeBron has always had.
But I'm glad he didn't. I'm glad he did not.
Because it taught him going forward.
No, not even that. We had this conversation and we went to the Bahamas afterwards. And myself, D-Wade, and LeBron were talking and they were kind of going over things. And I said, at that time, I'm so glad that you guys didn't win in that manner. I'm glad because I felt that villain role, that's not who you are as a person. And if God allows you to win in that capacity and you carry that with you, that's going to spill over outside of basketball. And so this loss was preparing you for what's coming next.
And also turns him into more, there's this humility involved, and it turns him into more of a sympathetic figure.
Yeah, without that loss, you don't get the 3-1 comeback.
Right.
Because
Probably
now
true.
you're a different person. And so, yes, he should have played better, and he probably was capable of playing better. But I just feel like, man, when God prepares you for certain things, you don't know why, and you just have to go through it.
You hear this shit? Hey, listen, man. It's okay sometimes to say that the better team won. They outplayed us. What's wrong with that? Why do people got to make everything so trivial? They got to make everything like they got to protect the mental of the other players. No, it's simple. You might have been the better team, but we were better than you on the day. Give other people their props. They don't want to get. This is what I don't like about this chosen one, this online new era. If someone is better than you at something or they win, give them their props for winning. You want your props when you win. When LeBron and them win, they throw parades. He won because he's the greatest. It's this, it's that. They lift him up. But when he lose, they can't even give the team the credit that beats him. That's that elitist bullshit that I don't like. When you lose, don't make excuses for the person that lost because you like them. Give the team and the people the credit that beat them on the day. It's simple. Our news media, they suck with that. They're terrible. They always got a reason why LeBron lost. And they take away from the teams that actually win. We don't never even hear strategy on how did the team beat LeBron. We never heard that from our sports media. It's always soon as LeBron lose, the damn news feed cut to which players we're going to get LeBron to win. That's how I know this chosen one thing that they created was all a marketing tool. If I have like Mr. Tenderism, they have a rib called Mr. Tenderism. Well, the white guy stole his name, but they market that thing as it's the tenderest rib in the world. They want you to believe it. They're going to put money behind it. They're going to advertise it. They're going to speak about it on every media news station. And that's exactly what they did to your king. They advertised, they marketed him as the chosen one. And now he believes this dumb shit. Now you believe this. Basketball ain't about no chosen one. There's no such thing as that. There's always a new one. There's no such thing as chosen one in basketball. First of all, it's 10 people out in the court. How do you just choose one? That's number one. Number two, you're going to get old. And there's going to be a new player come that can do everything you can do and maybe a little even better. So who gives somebody this chosen one notion? No, you're just the star of the day that they're marketing and they're making tons of money off of. And then guess what they're going to do? It's going to be a chosen one again. Because it's all marketing. And you guys have been arguing about it in barbershops. But he's just the flavor of the day. We all know what the NBA stand for. It's N-word, be aware. Because there's always somebody coming to take your job. It's one of the most competitive sporting gigs you can find. You got college, overseas, all these people let out at one time fighting over 12 to 15 spots. And so this marketing thing that they do every year, why do you think it feels like LeBron just has to win? He just has to be in the finals. We just have to talk about him in that way. Why? Because it's a marketing tool. Once you understand business and you understand marketing, what the NBA did with this chosen one thing tattooed on the guy's back before he even scored a point. And once you understand marketing, you'll understand what they did with LeBron. The chosen one. And this is all just my opinion. Because when the media makes a heavy push and make excuses every single time for when someone loses, then yeah, my antennas start to go up and say, this is not real. We're in metaverse. And some are going to say I'm hating. And some are going to understand that I'm not. I'm not I wasn't bred in a laboratory to play basketball. I don't feel like just a basketball player. I'm the motherfucking landlord anyway, so I feel great. So there's no need for me to be jealous. Matter of fact, I'll be at Home Depot with the peasants later. As LeBron called us regular folks, peasants. I'll be at a Home Depot with the peasants later.